before enacting a daring escape that... What the shit?
Was?
Let's keep playing the internet's favorite Tomb Raider that somehow isn't...
Bitch!
But Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. In part 2, there's still gonna be a bajillion hours of... condensed into whatever minutes of the fastest, most efficient Let's Play review for your benefit. But don't worry, I talk fast, edit quicker, because obviously nobody in this cutscene is in any fucking hurry to speed the plot along. Since Henry got all pompous now that he knows he's the son of Bohemian royalty and needs to be announced twice to everybody within earshot. Once by his Roman slave wench and
This is Dr. Indiana Jones.
I'm an
once more just in case people mistook him for an illiterate peasant who plays with shit all day. Coward.
The stones of the Great Circle.
Okay, so now that we made it to Egypt, we finally know what the f it is we're actually looking for. Rocks. We're looking for rocks.
As long as they end up in a museum.
And we can't let the Germans get them because we all know the best petrology museums are American. What the f is she doing? Oh shit, somehow all the white people know this one white person in a hat is not the same kind of white person motivated by similar extreme political ideologies and immediately want to kill me. But somehow they'll never suspect this white person who swaps his hat for a turban, because now he's obviously a local and while still differently motivated in terms of race, politics, and religion, can at least be very easily oppressed to do the bidding of the occupying fascist forces. This part's just a really long fetch quest to get 3 of the whatever before the game will let you get on with the story.
You can't outsmart me.
This part is a surprisingly well-produced side quest that nonetheless I give fewer than 0 shits about, because it's getting in the way of the story. And after performing some menial labor, we can finally move on with our main mission, which is to make our way through some caves and stealthily infiltrate the nearest Nazi camp in order to... Stealthily, I said.
Alright, well, you're right. Jesus. That should get their attention.
Also steal.
Never wrong to steal from a Nazi. Wrong way, chum.
Oh man, that was cool. Straight out of the movies.
Hell of a drop.
Oh shit, Indy killed the guy with his whip. Nobody look up, nothing to see here. I don't know anything about that, officer. Okay, we finally reached the head office of the head Nazi when... What the f***? And come face to face with what I think is Dr. Jones's German counterpart before a confrontation ensues. After finding out there are approximately whatever arbitrary numbers of these rocks located in a circle around the world in need of collecting, leading to slapstick fighting that I still wish was completely playable given my proficiency in watching too much wrestling. Before enacting a daring escape that... What the shit?
Was?
Anyways, returning to our allies with knowledge of the MacGuffin we're here to chase down, our next course of action is to naturally visit and desecrate even more historical sites in the name of archaeology, while deliberately ignoring the plights of the locals because we now have no more use for them. F off. I don't know. Of course I'm looking it up on a walkthrough. I'm not a real archaeologist. Stupid, I just play one on TV.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, don't worry, there are plenty of guides on the internet. Does it detract from the game at all if you can't be asked to figure shit out for yourself? Well, the argument for that is the puzzles are actually quite well designed and appropriate for the license, so you might be missing out if you're relying on a walkthrough. The counter argument against that is shut the f up. What the?
Damn Noel, you are a genius.
No, I'm the genius. I beat the boss and didn't even realize you could turn the lights back on again. So basically I fought a black screen for 40 minutes. Archaeology is easy. All you do is steal shit that doesn't belong to you, but the original owners are all dead, so they can't feasibly prosecute or sue.
Michael!
Henry is uncontrollably aroused by collapsing ancient ruins.
The power of this.
I mean, there's nothing really stopping them from shooting him in the head right here and ending the game, but we can't all go through life wearing invisible plot armor. See, this is what I mean. With a little imagination, there's no reason we can't actually play the funny set pieces the series is known for, even though in the same breath, I do admit by this point I am looking forward to the very well directed cutscenes that push the plot onwards into the mountains of the Himalayas, where again, we go through the motions of annoying the locals,
Stupid tourist!
and endangering our allies for no good reason.
Be careful! Better let me try it first. You seeing this too?
Yep.
Look! There's a hole!
There's always a hole. Humanity continues to exist as a species because of the availability of holes. Okay, now we get to play Metal Gear Nazi for a few minutes. Yes, I am trying to shoot him in the dick. You don't actually get into many firefights in this game, so you have to make the most of what you're given. What the shit? Man, this whole game is just about giving fascists long-term brain damage, and I'm not even the one solely responsible. I mean, I'm not entirely unsure they didn't start with brain damage, because otherwise, why would you choose in life to be a Nazi?
Choo-choo! Choo-choo!
I never realized that before, but Indiana Jones is really just a Grand Adventure Three Stooges skit with absurd production values. Oh shit, my game is having a seizure. Oh, they're magic rocks. Makes sense.
You're in the middle of a fight! Where are we?
Holy shit, I guess the developers really do understand pacing, because this short interlude is exactly the kind of bombastic set piece any player would be looking forward to playing through right about now, which coincidentally also completes the trifecta of Axis forces that Henry gets to kick the everlasting crap out of.
It's working! We need to get it straight so we can't let go!
There!
Oh my Moses, Henry should by rights have no ass to speak of, after sanding off his cheeks with the tiles on these rooftops. I wonder if...
Wow! What happened?
They got us!
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Just hold the plates!
Okay, this game is officially awesome. And after that playable orgasm, which is the Shanghai level, we head into what I think is one of those Southeast Asian countries, what is taking all of China's jobs making your shoes, for the riveting finale to the storied saga of magical teleporting rocks that, in a surprising turn of events for probably everybody involved, has thus far successfully rejuvenated a series that nobody under the age of 40 even cares about, for what I hope is a completely new audience of literal whippersnappers who will then go on to revisit one of the greatest movie tetralogies ever made. No, that was not an editing mistake or intentional joke. We don't count Temple of Doom, because that shit was just 2 hours of blatant racism, capped off by white colonizers literally arriving to save the day from brown people, and coincidentally not racist enough, because Short Round didn't even do any kick-ass kung fu. Also, that screaming lady is the reason I can't hear out of my left ear anymore, so I guess what I'm saying is come back for part 3 and the conclusion of this series next week.